Hello, and welcome back to a video that never should exist, where I play 1.21.1. Today I will start off by complaining a lot in today's episode. We will press this button to begin. Let's begin by complaining, making the world name complain. We're going to set the game mode to survival, difficulty to normal, and then that should pretty much be everything I need. Anyway, let's go ahead and create world. Because today, we are Create World, not HB Nuclear Tech World. Exactly what I'm saying. Anyway, basically, I have now installed NeoForge. This is my first big complaint, is 1.12.2. You now have to have 3 different mod loaders, which means that now it is super confusing for both mod developers and people to get the right mods and things and make everything universal. When we had just Forge on 1.7.10, things made a lot of sense, okay? Not like 1.2.1 is. However, doesn't really matter that much. At least to me, because I do not make the mods, so why should I care? I do not even play 1.2.1 or whatever the heck it is anymore. I do not play it. I play 1.12 usually. That's the highest version I'll play. But that is all of my complaints in 5 seconds there. Another big thing that I always complained about with like 1.16 and everything is that the performance on these newer versions of the game drastically increases with each new release. Because that's just how it is. It's not like 1.7.10, you can add like 600 mods to it still and it will still run perfectly. It's like you can get the old versions of the game to run perfectly. But with the new versions, the way it's programmed is probably the problem. So to some degree, they make it worse and worse with each new development because either, I'm guessing what it is probably that they're putting more money onto Bedrock Edition than actually supporting this version of the game, and also could be intentionally done to promote Bedrock Edition. Look at our performance, look at our performance, look at our performance. Look how bad Java is compared to Bedrock performance levels wise. How much chunks you can render and how much of that. And then you have to consider at that point that they are actually just doing that as an elaborate scheme. But I am no conspiracy theorist, so I will leave you to decide on whether that is what is actually happening or not. It seems like it could logically be the case. I also am not very good at Createmod, by the way. But here's the big thing that I would like to share with you all, and it is that somebody introduced me to modern industrialization, which is pretty much Greg Tech moved on to the newest version of the game, but not as Greggy because I already looked at it a bit, and there's not 600 pages of recipes for this. There's only a few pages, so it's kind of like Greg Tech for babies, with a lot less chains, more automation, less chains, quicker stuff. Oh my goodness. I would like to build a base, by the way. I actually am kind of stupid and focused too much on creating whatever the heck I was about to do. This version of the game is pretty bad, in my opinion. What? Hold on 1 second. You have 30 seconds to live. I will beat the crap out of you using my fist, Mr. Polar Bear. 30 seconds to live. So you better. I hope you have all your goodness fixed up for when you are not here existing, because I'm about to give you a punch. 600 punches, dude. 600 punches. Come and get some. I will fight this polar bear to death, since this is not a thing that would exist normally in a regular version of the game. Anyway, it's now time for me to invade his ice castle. So, let's go ahead and do that. This is gonna become my base for the future. Maybe. You know, I am quite curious about how the geology has changed in this version of the game. I wonder if there's like limestone now and stuff, or maybe more versions of granite, because That seems to be the trend with versions like 1.12, is that they started adding in all of this weird stone and stuff that you don't need at all. You don't need to have granite. You have regular stone. Regular stone does the same thing as granite. Stone Age. What am I, a caveman or something? Is that some kind of joke? I am no caveman. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Yeah, so I guess we just mine stone in this version of the game to get started. I mean, it should be just like typical Minecraft stuff, right? Yeah. Get some coal. I hope it doesn't get... This is lignite coal. Your lignite is the most beautiful texture. Wait, the dirt texture is still the same. I didn't even notice the textures at first, man. Like, it's kind of the same on the top, but then you ruin the side of it. Like, what is this? Like a cake? It doesn't need to look like that. It looks dumb. That looks like... It looks like rubbish now. I mean, I think I'm being a little too hard on this version of the game, but eventually I'm just gonna hit a breaking point where I'm just gonna go, no more episodes that should not have made 4. That's supposed to make like 2 torches. If you've never played Greg Tech before, which I've never had to talk to people who have never played Greg Tech or something that's supposed to be Greg Tech before. What basically this is I love your glitches, Neoforge. Look at this glitch. Okay, hold on 1 second. I am not even punching the block, and I have managed to achieve total victory over this. Total victory right there. Do you see what I'm able to do in 1.2.1? I am able to break the game in like 85,000 new ways because it's worse than beta 1.7.3. There's zero stability. Zero. I'm sorry. I'm being too hard and I'm going to offend so many people today. I'm sad. No, it's not my fault. I didn't make this version of the game. I didn't make it so easy to insult. But I am a Forge enjoyer, #1 Forge enjoyer here. And I will always stick to Forge until it doesn't exist anymore, because apparently it doesn't exist on this version. Wait, well, it does exist on this version, but if I wanted to play modern industrialization, then how the heck am I supposed to do that on Forge? You know what I mean? Like, they did not have Forge version of that. I am just playing Create because of 2 reasons, and I'll be 100% honest. And this may sound evil, but my goal is to market supersymmetry to the Create enjoyers and spread the word of Zalgo to everybody. That is the first and most important goal. And the second goal is to dominate the Createmod place, because I believe I have the capabilities to do it. So I will be able to destroy every single other Createmod YouTuber out there by being very blunt and to my point most of the time. The second one is also to understand why people play Createmod. Well, that'd be the third one. I have a bunch of reasons, okay? Understanding why people play Createmod is a very important thing, because then I will understand how modding has gone wrong. But I think the main reason is that most people tend to play more modern versions of the game because they don't have any questions with that. They are just consume. No complaining about anything in the game. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? That's what their perspective is. For me, I believe there is problems with the game, and I believe those problems should be addressed by me complaining about them. Or you complaining about them. I don't have to complain about them for you. You just have to stop going, oh yes, I like Createmod. Modern. So modern. We have to look at the game and go, oh, there's some problems with it. Maybe those problems did not exist in previous versions. Did they exist in previous versions? Some of them did, sure. But there's new problems every time you make a new update. Maybe that's a problem with the updates. Who knows? But fourth reason would be that obviously I already covered marketing old versions of the game to newer audiences, since that is primarily Createmod's popular, and this is the real evil reason here. This is the most evil reason. It will sound completely greedy, but my goal is to just get more views. And that should be anybody's goal. And that's a good thing that I'm being honest about it, because, like, this video probably won't get more views, will it? So, I am being 100% honest in saying that, because I know that nobody will actually care if I am trying to get more views. because they're just here to enjoy the ride, or to watch me play Createmod, or they just wanted to find a new. They just saw my channel and were like, "Oh, it's a new. I've never seen this guy before. Let's go ahead and give it a try and see how he does." And then they'll be like, "Oh my god, I hate this guy. He complains too much." Or they'll be like, "Man, this guy has got a sense of humor," because they're weirdos. Those type of people are weird. If you think I'm funny, sometimes it's not a joke, but sometimes it is a joke. And we'll get to the point. You'll understand more if you watch more of my videos than just, oh, his Createmod videos. And just go watch my supersymmetry videos and go watch my HBM videos, and you'll understand more about what it is. You'll learn the secrets behind my channel and everything. You can just learn it by watching and learn all of the jokes and everything. You'll become one, like, with the inside jokes and things that I've been saying since 2022 or something like that. I don't even remember when it first started. It's been a long run, so. But I think that's enough of all that sappy nonsense that we don't really care about. GregTech is a great mod, and you're not ready for GregTech if you're just coming from Create, so I'm not going to sell you on GregTech just yet, but you can watch many of my videos of me playing it if you're interested. Actually, I'm pretty sure 90% of people have heard of GregTech. The thing is that I don't know what it is. There's a lot of people who play modded Minecraft, so there's a question of, what is this, kiwi? I like this stone. It looks beautiful. This is, what mod is this from? I wish I could find that out. Wait, install the configured. That's just messed up, dude. I'm not gonna lie, because that is just messed up. I cannot configure it so I can read what the tooltips are. Okay, that's just funny. That's just funny.